Jimmy Neutron confirmed for season 4.
Oh my God!
Yo, what's poppin', everybody? How you doing? Today we're gonna talk about a subject that's near and dear to my heart. You heard in the beginning talking about Jimmy Neutron being confirmed for season 4. Jimmy Neutron was one of my all-time favorite cartoons growing up. It was the best. It was the absolute best. And we're not talking about why I like it. Jimmy Neutron's always been rated one of Nick's top 3 shows alongside either Rugrats, SpongeBob, Fairly OddParents, Hey Arnold, any of those. And it also has a huge cult following. For example, like Invader Zim, SpongeBob. People still love those shows to death and would love for them to come back. Pre-movie, SpongeBob, Nick was saying. Jimmy Neutron was also an educational show. It made subjects like history and science fun. I learned where Mount Everest was, located in Tibet, now located in China. It made science fun. I'll be running fast like Jimmy in that one episode trying to catch up to Cindy. She's like, you won't take none of that noise. Ever since the show ended in 2005, 2006, there's been revival projects up the butt. There's even been petitions. Some closed. Hope some of them are still open for it to come back for season 4. Now, in recent news, it's been announced mid to late September of last year that Jimmy Neutron would in fact come back season 4, and it will be Netflix exclusive. And it'll come back 2 days, April 6th of this year. And if you want to find out the link, it'll be in the description down below. This season will be called Jimmy Neutron Re-energized, which I believe is an amazing title. The article, I'm going to give you the brief summary. Y'all can read it on your own. It says it was announced that there were 8 episodes already in production, 8 22-minute episodes. You gotta mark your calendar for that. And the article also said that Jimmy Neutron will come back unless Netflix or someone else proposes something better. Now, the second thing that popped up was proposed scripts written by former writers of Jimmy Neutron and aspiring other writers for the show. And there are 2 proposed scripts for the season 4 of Jimmy Neutron. I read them myself. They're amazing. They're the bees needs, and y'all should go ahead and check them out. They're actually pretty good, and I can actually believe they could be episodes. What the writer hopes to do is that if you guys want the show to come back, if you will love it, if you need it to come back, that you will share this with your friends, Facebook, Twitter, any form of social media. This was also released in September of last year in hopes that the show would come back. Now, there are some skepticisms of why people think the show shouldn't come back or it won't come back, especially regarding the Netflix idea. As far as the Netflix idea, there's a lot of skepticism regarding that it will not come back, saying that first, there are no other source validating that it will come back in 2 days. The link down in the description is the only one that describes Jimmy Neutron Re-energized. If you type it in, that first link you see in Google will be the only one. And there's also an issue with Netflix and Jimmy Neutron creators Viacom because there's been some disputes. That's one reason I found. The second reason is because the production of the second season of 8 episodes, of 8 22-minute episodes, has been announced in the end of December of last year. And that's way too fast for them to get it done, proper Jimmy Neutron format, and have it ready in 4 months. 8 episodes with 22 minutes. They would have to have done that like a year or 2 in advance, year and a half. I'm not a cartoonist, I'm not an animator, but apparently it takes a long time to animate that kind of quality. Now, here's something that I talked about with a few other people and was wondering about. Will this reboot be any good? There have been tons of reboots in recent years, and a lot of them have been absolutely god-awful and terrible. Take, for example, Planet Sheen. That show was god-awful. I love Sheen as a character. He's great, but if they were going to give him his own show, they could have done a better job of it. It was terrible. Glad it only had 2 seasons, if that. But regarding this new reboot of Jimmy Neutron, it's been 10 years since the show's been off the air. So if they were going to reboot it, how will they do it? Will they put him in high school? Will they bring things back together after the latest things in the news? How will they do it? Because, like I said, it's been 10 years. How are they going to make it connect with the older audience who grew up with it, as well as the newer ones, and how they make it work? Will it be good? Will it be bad? What I want to happen is, I would love for it to come back. I grew up watching it. It was one of my all-time favorite Nick tunes ever. Even if they were just gonna end it in the 4th season, I need to know, are Jimmy and Cindy together? Are they together? I need to know if it's real. Ladies Since the Blues did not answer that for me. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. Those are my thoughts on it. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. And don't forget, you can also share this with your friend. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.